Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. We struggle with the complexities and avoid the simplicities. A revolution is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. Yesterday I dared to struggle. Today, I dare to win. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. In life, unlike chess, the game continues after checkmate. It isn't the mountain ahead that wears you out, it is the grain of sand in your shoe. In the struggle between yourself and the world, second the world. Quietly endure, silently suffer, and patiently wait. Struggle. To struggle is to live, and the fiercer the struggle, the intenser the life. Then you will have lived, and a few hours of such life are worth years spent vegetating. The triumph can't be had without the struggle. Long is the way and hard, that out of hell leads up to light. You see, the point is that the strongest man in the world is he who stands most alone. Life without experience and sufferings is not life. Life is like a piano. What you get out of it depends on how you play it. Do not take life too seriously. You will never get out of it alive. Life is one long struggle in the dark. Life's biggest tragedy is that we get old too soon and wise too late. Out of difficulties grow miracles. There is not love of life without despair about life. The struggle of life is one of our greatest blessings. It makes us patient, sensitive, and godlike. It teaches us that although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it. Life always gets harder toward the summit. The cold increases, responsibility increases. All life demands struggle. Those who have everything given to them become lazy, selfish, and insensitive to the real values of life. The very striving and hard work that we so constantly try to avoid is the major building block in the person we are today. It takes half your life before you discover life is a do-it-yourself project. To live is to suffer, to survive is to find meaning in suffering. The more sand had escaped from the hourglass of our life, the clearer we should see through it. Life is a tragedy for those who feel, and a comedy for those who think. When you feel like quitting, remember why you started. The struggle between God and man breaks out in everyone, together with the longing for reconciliation. God does not love weak souls and flabby flesh. The Spirit desires to wrestle with flesh which is strong and full of resistance. It is a carnivorous bird, which is incessantly hungry. It eats flesh and, by assimilating it, makes it disappear. Life is what you make it. Always has been, always will be. But life is very short and anxious for those who forget the past, neglect the present, and fear the future. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. The great object of life is sensation. To feel that we exist, even though in pain. The key to life is accepting challenges. Once someone stops doing this, he's dead. The best way to prepare for life is to begin to live. Life is pretty simple. You do some stuff. Most fails. Some works. You do more of what works. If it works big, others quickly copy it. Then you do something else. The trick is in doing something else. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. It takes time to live. Like any work of art, life needs to be thought about. Life is a maze, in which we take the wrong turning, before we have learned to walk. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. The gem cannot be polished without friction, nor man perfected without trials. The struggle you're in today is developing the strength you need for tomorrow. Life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. The only way through the valley is to keep walking. The only way to the other side is to never give up. The hardest struggle of all is to be something different from what the average man is. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the one who thinks he can. The road to success is dotted with many tempting parking spaces. The most beautiful people we have known are those who have known defeat, known suffering, known struggle, known loss, and have found their way out of the depths. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. The wound is the place where the light enters you. Strength does not come from the body, it comes from the will. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Life is a journey that must be traveled, no matter how bad the roads and accommodations. You never know how strong you are, until being strong is your only choice. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.